make sure we got a microphone going. This is dude, this is a total test run right now. So we're gonna see how this all goes and how this plays out. It's later at night, so it's later than I would normally be doing this. I'm still trying to like figure out some of the ins and outs of all that stuff. It's also like this is a delay. I'm keeping an eye on. So anyway, for those that watch the stream normally, I usually do this on Twitch and YouTube. I might put some music in the background too. And I don't know. I was out last night and my buddy was telling me that that you can use, like, people just been telling me about Whatnot. So I was just like, okay, let's try this out. Let's see if it works. I need to get some music in the background if I'm going to be sitting here. And so I wanted to try it out. So this is definitely a test run for sure. And I got some Cobra Kai. It says Cobra Kai After Dark Remix. We're going to try this. And if it goes well, I'll keep doing it. I'll do it more often. So we're going to see. But I do want to get some stuff set up first. So we shall see. I've never done this before. I have no clue what's going to show up. And let me add product. Let's see. Again, dude, I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, for real. For real. But I'm going to chill out and do it. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where are my products at? Like, I just added products. Okay, I got one. I got one product action. Add a product. Yo, who's that? Okay, I'm figuring this out a little bit. Hold up, I saw somebody comment. Let me see. Yo, Silicon Dave. Yeah. What's up? All right, dude, y'all. I'm trying something new tonight. Who else we got in here? Silicon Dave. Dude, we never get a Silicon Dave. Lookout. What's up, Lookout? Where are you coming from? So, dude, Silicon Dave, we got to talk about about that other situation. We can't do it here, but I'd like to tell you about it. If you go to Wildcat, I'll tell you about it at Wildcat. Dude, we in a fight, buddy. And, dude, you just got a lot of, like, nasty, funky people out there. And, what's going on, Greg Like? I'm trying to get my friggin' thing open. And I might draw something if y'all have any requests. Like, it's Friday night, so I'm trying to chill with it a little bit while I'm sitting here. I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. I might move this chat, so I can see the overlay. Dang, bro, I'm missing out. Dude, you're not missing it. Dude, remember last night, Derek was talking about Whatnot? So I'm just like, dude, let's give, like, Whatnot a shot. And, like, just see how it goes. So I'm just like, okay, let's try it out. So this is, like, my first one. So people that are showing up, like, dude, I appreciate it. Like, a little heads up, my name's Tim Ladd. I don't know if y'all know me or not. My name's Tim Laddie. I draw Ninja Turtles for IDW and NECA. Did work on Shredder's Revenge. Did Ghostbusters for years, all that kind of stuff. And this is literally my first Whatnot. Somebody was saying something about it last night. And Polished Shirt. That's an awesome name. And so I decided to pop in here. So that is where we're at, man. So I figure I'll do a little drawing while we're sitting here. I got a couple comics available. I've got the Ninja Turtle trade paperback. I'll sign and probably remark everything if you get one. I've got a TMNT variant and then a G.I. Joe variant. So I do a Twitch stream. I do a Twitch stream occasionally on in no particular time or day, okay? Like, it's kind of random. And So some of the people you're gonna see in the chat are from there. Like I know a few of them, and like Robbie's in there right now and stuff. But yeah, dude, we were out there last night, and Derek was talking about Whatnot, and I was just like, man, I'll give it a shot. Like, why not? Like, why not pop in there and give it a go? So yeah, dude, if anybody's got any requests, I'll draw something. Polisher, that's clever. Hold up, I'm gonna take this off screen so I can like go into my files. I don't have anything I'm really trying to hide right now, but I'm gonna take it off real quick and pop back up. Dude, what do y'all want to do? Like, what do y'all want to draw? Like, I'm kind of in like, I don't feel like working on my own stuff. I kind of feel like messing around. And since this is like the first Whatnot, like let's see how it goes. So we could do something kind of crazy, or we can kind of play around with it. All right, we can come back on now. And audio's okay. Everybody hears audio and stuff like that. We're all good. Like that sounds good. Let me get this one light on in the background, and then we'll do it. Dude, here's the other thing too, man. Is that and I gotta open this up so I can see Robbie's chat. Okay, that's way better. Way better. Dude, so a buddy, and love, I'll tell y'all this much too. So, Robbie Musso is in the chat. Robbie Musso is legendary Transformers creator, legendary Hasbro box art artist. He's doing his own book right now called Divine Circuits, which is kind of like, if Evangelion met Transformers, and it's he should have a Kickstarter very soon. We did this last time we were on. And bro, I don't like drawing like mechanical stuff. I'd rather draw a tree or you know, something organic. And dude, Robbie is like the king of mech. And I was always talking shit about how like, whatever, dude, I can draw Transformers, like it's no big deal. And then somebody asked me to do one for a commission, and man, I just have a new appreciation for it. Like I really do. It's a whole different animal. It's a whole different beast. Checks in the mail. Yeah, no doubt, dude. I don't give away those endorsements for free. The check better be in the mail. I'll start shitting on the book. So, dude, does anybody ever like a request? Like, I see there's a lot of people talking and whatnot right now. What about pile of shirt? Give me something, dude. Give me something to draw. Like, not a transform. I'm not drawing a robot. I'm not drawing like something like, I don't know, something fun we can mess around with. Dude, I don't even stream this late usually. So I kind of like it though, man. I kind of like this. I kind of like the format. The other thing is that when I do my Twitch stream and when I do my what is it? Twitch and YouTube. If I go to clip it, Toxic Crusader. Hold up, let me get a reference up. I wouldn't mind doing the dude. I actually have. I wanted to add that to the Whatnot store. Was the Toxic Crusader prints? What about like what would be like a good? What would be like a good versus? What about like Ninja Turtle with Toxic Crusader? Like I feel like that was like so, and Robbie's already gonna know this. Let me turn down the music a little bit. It's bothering me. Robbie's already gonna know this, but like Playmates made both of the toys, right? So Playmates made Toxic Crusaders and TMNT. And Toxic Crusader toys are not cheap. Like they're super expensive if you're trying to pick them up wherever, right? And so I'm doing good, Haiku. I didn't see. I just got the chat up in this other window. I couldn't see all your stuff, and I appreciate it, dude. What was I saying? Okay, so, but the toys are basically the same. So like Dick Tracy, I would say like Bucky O'Hare, Toxic Crusaders, TMNT. Like they could all like live in the same world essentially. And I did a Toxic Crusaders print the other day. And, dude, it came out all right. We were trying to get the license. My buddy wanted to do a comic. And I was all about it, too. But, like, dude, it's... When you get into licensing and stuff like that, it gets tricky, man. It really does. And so, somebody else has the license currently. We even got and talked to, Lloyd Kaufman and stuff like that. We were emailing back and forth with him. But it's just one of them things, man. Um, so, let me try to find some Toxic Crusader stuff. Matt Gunman, what's up? Oh, dude, this is better. This is like watching people on TikTok late at night. All right. I'm going to have to pull up... I know how to draw a turtle. I'm not worried about that. So anyway, speaking on licensing, something like Toxic Crusaders would... The idea of them teaming up with Tmnt, it seems logical, in my mind at least, probably in Robbie's mind too. Like, they seem like they would work well together. They're kind of... I mean, dude, they're actually, like, really, like, side partners. You know what I mean? Like they're both mutants. Chemicals created them. But, dude, you never see a crossover. So, I don't know. Let's, Toxie's tough, bro, because his face is, like, kind of... Dude, right. And what's this showing up on your screen? Toxie Goo Mutants? Dude. Alright, so let's do it like this. Because if I'm going to draw something, I'm going to use it for something at some point. And it might end up being a print. So, let me make sure I got my tablet right. Alright. So if we're going to do Toxie, I guess we're going to do Toxie and one turtle. So if I was doing okay, Robbie, this is, I'm curious what you're going to say about this. Like, if I'm doing, like, a cover for a comic book, not all the time. Sometimes I just drop it and go. But a lot of times I'll come in there and I'll do, like, thumbnails. If you're doing it for a publisher, you definitely got to do thumbnails because they're going to want to see... When you're dealing with, like, publishers and editors, they're, you got cooks in the kitchen, man. And so they want to have choices. And a lot of times I try to, like, stack the deck. So I would probably have a cover idea in my head for something like Ninja Turtles. And then I'd do, like, 2 shitty covers or 2, like, lesser covers. Trying to kind of guide them towards that. But they're going to want, like, a couple options a lot of times. So, okay, let's say we're doing the crossover of Toxic Crusader Ninja Turtles. Like, what is that going to look like? So we got to come up with something. I'm going to put a turtle up front. Oh, dude, what if it was 4 covers? What if it was, like, a different Toxie person with each character, and then, like, they combined or something like that? That would be pretty sick for, like, a number 1. Because I don't feel like drawing all 4 turtles. Alright. So let's have Leo. I don't know. Let's have Leo, like, sword out like that. I'm gonna make the thing bigger. I actually found, like, a pretty badass 80s mix. Let's see. I'm wondering how Whatnot works. I'm wondering if it is like, I wonder if it is like, what you call it? Kind of like Twitch or whatever. And then Toxie should be up here with the mop. That's how we're going to end up having to do it. I don't know if I should go double sword. Bruh, I'm gonna knock this one out, dude. This could be a print, probably. And I might. If this ends up actually, like, going somewhere and stuff like that, I'll do more prints. So this is Leo. Easy. I would think Toxie versus Don more likely. Dude, we can... Well, I'm leaving it. I kind of like the sword thing he's doing right there, like the double sword, but that does make sense. It's almost like they could trade weapons. Nah, but I was also thinking like a team up. Like, let's say like somebody did like get the license and did this. Like, what would it look like? And again, dude, if y'all are coming in from like Whatnot and stuff like that, this is my first one, so I'm trying to get a vibe for like how this operates. Alright. Tag it and bag it. He said Toxic Mikey. Alright, hold up. Toxic. So, like, alright, hold up. We can do it. Like, mashup? Or, like, Mikey got hit by the same, like, toxic stuff that Toxie did. Dude, that could be the story. Like, that could be the story of the comic. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alright. Alright, Toxic Mikey. Hold up. That's what I mean, dude. Like, it's like these editors and these comic companies, like, dude, my boy Taggin and Baggett just pops in here and we have, like, a better story than, like, most people do. So, like, okay, so we're gonna do, this is gonna be our cover number 2. I'll just bounce back and forth with them or whatever. And this could be more like monster kind of. Remember how NECA did the TMNT monster figures and stuff like that? This could be more like TMNT monsters. So it could be Mikey, and he got hit by the same toxic stuff that Toxie did. So we're gonna do like a hybrid Toxic Crusader. I mean, it's basically gonna be Mikey with like a bunch of his face is all jacked up, essentially. But how do you... Dude, Toxie wears a headband too, apparently, in some of these. But he's got to have an eye drop. Alright, I'm looking... I have, like, a reference. I have Google open with what you call it. Toxic Crusader. So there you go. And then one eye's got to be, like, up here. So I don't know how his mask is going to work. And, dude, I worked for NECA for about a year, and I did a lot of the TMNT box art for the cartoon collection and stuff like that. And I'll say this, man, like, you know, they do a good job with everything. They do. They're expensive. They ain't cheap figures, but they do a good job with them. Okay, so his eyeball, dude, it's almost like his eyeball's like falling out. All right, this is gonna be so weird looking. And the reason I brought that up was because, like, dude, those movie figures, especially the April O'Neil, the Bride of Frankenstein April O'Neil, like, dude, that thing is friggin' amazing. But I feel like he should be smiling. Like, Toxie's always smiling. Alright, and then we gotta add all this bubbly stuff on his head. Make him all mutant-y. More of a mutant. Alright. It's gonna go somewhere in a second. I'm just trying to get the style down. We'll give him the normal Toxie shirt. Which would not make sense, but for this mashup. And dude, if you're bruh, here's another question, or here's another thing to think about. Dude, if you're Playmates back in the day, why wouldn't you do something like that? Whoa! Damn, dude, we got a Czar sighting. Dude, why you not watching, why you not watching, what you call it, man? You not watching SmackDown? I'm gonna do it after this. I'm gonna put on SmackDown. I guess you always have, man, I don't know. Czar's got me nervous now. I know he's gonna shit on me later, no matter what I do in here. I like this toxic waste dude. Wanted to see grown men talk about kid toys. Dude, you're in the right place. So, dude, I'm doing Whatnot right now. And, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work or how it's going to play out. And I guess you got to make sales. So, we shall see. While grown men... Dude, y'all saw Brian Cage is going to be at Wildcat? That dude's been injured. He's been going through all kinds of stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know how this works. I don't know why. I'm wondering how, like, I gotta ask Mark, like, how the whole, like, Whatnot operation kind of goes about. And what makes somebody, like, kind of grab something or whatever. Alright, let's do this. I do like the Toxic Waste crossover. Alright, let's get this dude's head down. Okay, let me blow up this picture so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. It's easier on the tablet. Wanted to see grown. I don't mind it though, dude. I'll say this: you're getting a lot more people like pile through than you do on like Twitch and stuff like that. So, it must be a thing. But I get like that too, dude. If I'm in a room or something, like I'll get bored fast and I'll bounce out. I might say something, I might talk for a little bit, and then I get in and get out. Look at this fucking ass. Dude, y'all seen this? Is Robbie still in here or no? Fuck's sake, man. Look how dog shit this is. Ugh, yuck. Man, that Mad Cave is just bombing with the Toxic Crusader stuff. Alright. I just want to see what the dude looks like. Still here. Yeah, dude, you saw that cover I just had up or no? Or were you even looking? Do you have a phone? Look at this, dude. Hold up. This is a Toxic Crusader. So they are putting out Crusader books. Look at this real quick and then go back down. So this is a fucking Toxic... This is what they're doing with Toxic Crusaders. Like, dude, you have the... Because I knew they had the license because we were trying to get it. Dude, that's fucking trash, man. What the fuck, dude? Like, it's like they really don't get it. It's so crazy. It's like... So what happened was they had to get... Because we talked to him. We talked to Lloyd Kaufman. So they got the whole Toxic... They got the whole Toxie universe, right? That they paid for that. They got the whole thing. And Toxic Crusaders probably came with the package. So they already own it. And I guess they were going to go put it out and stuff like that. They were going to put out Toxic Crusaders. And I didn't know if they were going to put it out or not. I had done my piece that I was trying to get out there. Let's see. So I had done my Toxic Crusader image or whatever whenever it pops up. But, dude, we were trying to do our own thing. And it made sense since we had done, like, Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. But, like, holy shit, man. Like, I'm blown away. I'm blown away that's what they, like, that's what they decided to come up with. I don't know if there's going to be color or not. But, like, God, man. Like, is that what anybody wants for Toxic Crusaders? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you want to do it like the Tmnt SMA? Like you want essentially like the product that you saw as a kid? Like you want the thing that you grew up watching or some version of that or some continuation of that? This is probably going to be a big file, so it's going to be a mother effer. Well, it's only the flats. But yeah, man, that's crazy. So here's the pencils or the inks. Let's see. I have the color version. I have the print. I can go get the print. But like, here's the version I did. And dude, I even messaged Mad Cave about doing this. Like, I messaged him about doing this stuff. A Toxic Mikey, yeah. So, I don't know, man. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, I gotta get my boys. I gotta get a Toxic Mikey going here. But yeah, dude, they got Brian Cage coming out, so I think that's pretty neat. The question I'm having is like, how are you gonna do his how are you gonna do his mask? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. All right, so this is our first our character design for the first toxic. What did Dave call it? Toxic Waste. The crossover. Toxic Waste. I feel like the mask should have some rips in it too. Like it should be kind of jacked up. He's looking more monsterish. Alright, Toxic Mikey. Give him a couple bumps over here. Dude, man, if Playmates had kept the license, it would have made so much sense to do it like this. I don't know what they were doing, man. Make his nose kind of crooked. I don't know. I don't like that. I want to keep him, like, somewhat symmetrical. Alright. But again, you gotta imagine this is gonna be for, like, Nickelodeon or whatever. We're gonna put some rips in it. Nothing says you're a toxic mutant like a torn bandana or face mask. Nothing says you're like a damaged character besides, like, slight rips in your clothing. Alright. Now we need to, like, I feel like his outfit should be different, though. Wasn't there, like, there wasn't a garbage version of the Turtles? Like, I feel like everything they did was, like, garbage, like, kind of, like, some kind of version of that. You know what I mean? Like, there was always, like, slime. Like, man, these things are really, really close together in concept. I'm just trying to think, like, what his clothes would be. What would be, like, screwed up about his clothes? Garbage armor, I think it was a toy line. Alright. Hold up, we can look it up. I'm trying to think, like, what we would even look up. Like, Tmnt garbage. Tmnt garbage truck. Oh, crazy. I have no clue what this search is going to pull up, by the way. You did have Muckman. Muckman would fit into the mix, 100%. So that's something to remember. Muckman's something to remember here. Dude, I feel like that would be your main villain. Muckman and Joe Eyeball. Let's see. Was he even in the cartoon? I guess. Look at that. Crazy. There you go. So he was in the cartoon. I did not do this box art. Alright. So this is what we're gonna do, dude. It's gonna be... It's almost like the exact same... Dude, Muckman... Bruh. Muckman had to be a Toxic Crusader ripoff. It had to be mocking Toxic... It's literally the same... I will put money on it right now. Dude, it's the same outfit. Dude, never noticed this before. So who is Joe Eyeball? It's clearly a shot. It's clearly a shot at what you call it. At Toxic Crusader, Muckman. Crazy. I like the Toxic Waste crossover. Still up. Garbage armor, I think, was the toy line. TMNT action figure armor. The 2003 TMNT toy line definitely would have had something. I know I had those toys. Yeah, I have like the main turtles. I don't have anybody else. I guess we give them Toxie's mop. Wait, is that Mooka? Mosin? Rami? Dude, you gave me good advice last night. Gave me good advice on the girl thing. I think. We'll see. I guess we'll see in time. Nephew. Nah, it was good, dude. Like, she was pissed, but, Dude, you also got to factor in, like, you're dealing with, like, really intense, like, kind of back and forth between every, you know, she's got her own crazy adventure going on and stuff like that. So you got to give her a little bit of a breather. It's a complicated one. All right. So we got him. We put the mop right here. Me and Monkey Nuts. What you got, dude? Dude, man, y'all that are like wandering in on Whatnot and stuff, like, this is my first one. Like, what are y'all looking for? Like, when y'all pop in, like, room to room and stuff like that, like, what are you looking for on Whatnot? Like you want to see, like, more, like, should I be, like, holding up items that I'm being sold? Or should I just treat it like a Twitch stream and there's stuff that you can buy at the same time? Like, that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out, is, like, how this works. Trash nunchucks? What would trash nunchucks be? Hold up items that are being sold? Let's see. Do I have any? Hold on. Do you even watch Whatnot, Mooka? Alright, I'm right here. Hold on. I mean, dude, I got the review cam. We can go to the review cam, most likely. I don't watch Whatnot, but I believe it's more of an auction. Well, dude, so you can have like your own stuff like up here. So unless I like add products, and I think I can add products off of like Shopify or whatever. So I just went with like the 3 things that I had available at the I have around. So dude, make his mop like one of those multi-chain nunchucks. Maybe it's got the mop on both ends. Maybe it's like broken mop. So yeah, so man, hold up, let me get the review cam up, because that'd be easier. But yeah, it's something like that. Like, it's somewhere in between, but it's like, dude, like, that's why I'm asking people that are on Whatnot more often. That's why I'm kind of curious what they're gonna say. Because, like, dude, you just go in and see people, like, selling stuff nonstop, and, like, that's all, that's the... I don't know. I mean, I guess people are, like, giving away stuff. I'll do this. I tell you what, if you buy something right now, I'll give you a shirt. Hold up. While supplies last, I will add in a free shirt. If you buy something tonight on Whatnot, you will get this free Night Stars Laddie Ink shirt. As long as I have the sizes available. This will come with any purchase that you make tonight. I'll do that. There you go. I'm learning. Tagging and bagging. Bro, you my boy now, dude. You gotta come into the Twitch stream, dude. I'm setting up a review cam real quick. I'm setting up a review cam so we can look at the items available. Alright. I didn't lose any of my assets, so I'll just go with this. My desk is messy, so please don't judge. I've been 3D printing stuff, and so it's a little bit of a mess. Because when you... Dude, so this is... y'all want to see something cool? And I will add this to the thing. Dude, this is off of that design. We did this on Twitch. God, like a year or 2 ago. And it's Pumara from Thundercats. I don't think you even saw this, Robbie. So this is Pumara from Thundercats. It's based off my drawing, and this is the 3D model that I printed out of it. And it looks just like the friggin' drawing, bruh. Looks just like it. Alright. Let's see if we can get this review cam going. Y'all might see my lap in a second, but we'll just have to roll with it, and then we'll go from there. Review cam. So I have all my like old like OBS settings and stuff set up. That's the thing I don't get. Like I guess I need to go like watch. Yeah, the broken mob. I'm going back to it. I am gonna do that tonight. Okay. Review cam. Okay, it's showing up at least. Alright, hold on. Stay tuned. Hold on. We might have to. Y'all getting to see the goods. I'm gonna do it this way. See that this is all the shit that comes off of it. This like little plasticky stuff. Let me see if I can get it kind of centered. And y'all like, is the chat box bothering y'all too much, or should I move that too? Because I can make that smaller while we're sitting here. Let's try that. The reason I have it up is because, like, dude, if you're in here from like another chat, like you're not gonna see anything. You're not gonna know what's going on. So I don't know why it's in reverse though. Well, whatever. We just gotta live with it. Alright. High quality content going on right now. Jesus. Alright. Add one of those on the mop. Yeah, dude, I can go back to that instead of showing y'all the books. Y'all already seen it. Everybody that knows me has seen all this stuff. But I don't do conventions as much, so it's kind of random. I just want to get this. It's going to be weird because it's like in reverse. Like it's mirrored right now. So let me just fix that real quick. Properties. Saturation bank, camera control, zoom, focus, exposure. There is a way to like flip it the other way. Because right now it's in reverse mode for some reason. There we go. Okay. Is this better? There we go. That's way better, dude. Alright. I'm obsessed with getting it straight now. Alright. That will do for the time being. Center it, and we're just gonna have to roll with that. Alright, so... Dude, y'all want to see something cool? I don't know if y'all know about this one. I don't know if Mooka knows about this. I don't know if, so a good buddy of ours, Vernon, does Lower Decks for IDW. They just canceled the book, but, he does Lower Decks. And, dude, he put my rooster in the comic. So I grabbed this just because the rooster's in the book. I don't know, I think he's at the end. And I told him I want there it is. So, dude, alright, so you ready? This is for y'all. This is a famous chicken right here, dude. So my rooster has made it into Star Trek, and then I snuck him into Ninja Turtles. So in the first issue, this is one of the items, and I'll remark it too. But in the first issue of the book, the turtles go into like this digital world where it's basically like Mario Brothers or something like that, and they didn't give me any, I've told this story like a million times, but they didn't give me any, like, direction. It was like, hey, like, they just exist in this world now, you know? and I had to like figure out like what to do with it. It was just they were in a computer game, they're in a video game, so I started adding my chickens into it, and I have my chickens like mirroring what the turtles are doing all throughout the book, and I plan on doing a chicken book soon. And I'm going to do this. That's how I'm going to start it off, man. I'm going to start it off with them going into the turtle world. So, this is not available. I only have one copy of this. This is available. It's $30. I'll remark it. You know. Whatever character you want. If you do it now, I might even do it on stream. Same goes for these. I'll remark these. This is G.I. Joe number 21. This is the first appearance of Storm Shadow. And so, Scott, I've actually, believe it or not, this is a little fun factoid. It's very rare that this, I don't know if it ever happens. Alright, sweet, dude, tagging and bagging, my boy, bro. What you want? Oh, you're my first sale, dude. I gotta hook you up, man. What size shirt do you wear? What size shirt do you wear? If you don't want to, like, tell anybody, just send in a message. Large? Dude, I appreciate that, man. Dude, you're my first whatnot sale, so, like, I definitely owe you. I'm gonna hook you up. And tell me, like, dude, I'll remark it for you, too. I'll do, like, so... I'll do like a custom remark like this. And, like basically almost like a stamp, dude, if you want that. So just let me know. Let me know what character you want, and I'll hook you up. Alright? I'm gonna do it tomorrow then, because it only gives you like so many days to mail them out. So I'll do it tomorrow morning. I'll hook it up and put it on there. Dude, I appreciate that, man. That was super cool, dude. Because this is kind of an experiment. I'm like, let's see if we can do anything. But on the G.I. Joe 21 topic, this was so this is in the 80s. This is Larry Hama. It's a silent issue. It's Snake Eyes, and it's probably one of the more famous G.I. Joe issues. Years ago, IDW did an anniversary issue with it. Rob Liefeld, let's see. Rob Liefeld, where's it at? Where's the names? Somewhere in here. But I'm one of them. So I'm one of the guys that actually got to work on this as well. Tim Laddie. And, which is pretty cool. And so they took a bunch of people from IDW. They put it in this big collected bound edition. With a couple other, like, behind the scenes and stuff like that. And then all of us got to pick a page. So, like, my editor, it was my editor, Tom Waltz, who wrote Last Ronin. He worked on, he was our editor on Ghostbusters and on Ninja Turtles. And then every now and again, he would randomly, like, hit me up, and I'd do, like, I would do some G.I. Joe stuff for him as well. And so this one came along, and, like, this is my page. So all of us got to redraw one page from the book. So everybody got a random page or whatever. I like toys. Like, I'm more into toys and stuff like that. So I wanted the page where they're like chess pieces. Destro is playing with chess pieces. I think that's early on. But regardless, got in on that one. So it was the 40th anniversary of the book. So here's where it gets kind of neat and interesting. Then years later, I got asked to do, man, let's say 5 years later, something like that. Got asked to do an exclusive G.I. Joe book. And that's what this is. This is a showcase exclusive of the same issue, but now it's from Skybound. And so I've technically worked on this book twice, which is like kind of like a really obscure place to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So so we got those available. We got this available. This is my book. This is the book I drew. I'm Tim Laddie. I'll gladly remark on the inside cover or somewhere on here. If you want it on the cover, it's glossy. I would rather not, ideally, but if you want, like when you got a book from a dude back in the day, like when you go get something from an author, like dude, they're usually gonna sign it on the inside, right? So I wouldn't mind doing it like in here. It would bend it a little bit, but I guess a cover could work as well. have these. This is another showcase exclusive. This was so I don't know how many people know this. You have Eastman and Laird. Eastman and Laird were your first like two guys that came out and created it. We all know that. We all know about them. But the next person that was involved with Ninja Turtles after that was actually Kevin Eastman's high school buddy, Steve Levine. And years ago, he came down to Showcase Comics down here in Louisiana, and dude, it became a thing. Dude ended up becoming like a mentor friend for me. Taught me a lot of stuff. Dude, I mean, just a good. Him and his wife are just really cool people. But he's kind of like your third in command at Ninja Turtles. And he did he would do all the watercolors of the box art back in the day. And so what happened was he the guy at Showcase Comics, my buddy, he commissioned this Ninja Turtle comic. And God almighty. So I did the pencils and inks, and then Steve came on and did the paint. He did painted colors. And just, dude, this is a beautiful cover specifically because of him. But man, it doesn't even do it justice, dude. It really doesn't even do it justice. Inside the white cover makes it better for the remark. The thing about this is like a comic, you're gonna bend up. So, dude, I'm gonna have to sit with this and like do some. Hey, dude, I might do tag it and bag it. What if I did a Toxic Crusader as the remark? That's on you. If you want to keep it in the Ninja Turtle world, I might do, dude. If we design the Toxic Mikey, I'll do Toxic Mikey if you want that. If we get a good design, but that would be kind of cool. All right, I am now, and well, what did Muka say? Inside with the white cover makes it better for the remark. The only thing is, dude, when you're doing, like, if I did it with the trade paperback, because this isn't a comic, this is the trade. That's why it's more expensive on here. Like, so this is 4 issues all put together. It's gonna bend it. So if I do it, I can do it on the inside. It would almost be better to do it right here on this page. But, like, I'm gonna have to constantly be, like, holding it open some kind of way. Rather than that. So, I don't know. And some people might want to display it like that. Like, holding it up. So, and then we have, like I said, then we have this one. And, hold on. Well, I'll hold up on it. I'll do it in a minute. Alright, let's go back to Toxie. I'll tell you what, dude, having OBS all set up is, So my buddy told me about this year, like 2-3 years ago. My buddy Mark. And I just didn't. I like the OBS. Like, dude, I'm sitting in my. Again, if you watch the stream, if you watch the YouTube, this is very much the same thing, right? Pretty much the exact same thing. I'm comfortable in this position. I know my setup. I know my OBS settings. I know. Usually I'll run commercials, but now we're in that vertical, so I don't know how I'm going to run commercials, even though it is fun to do. And then I just used ChatGPT today, and it said you can do whatever. You can do OBS, and I was like, dude, let's do it tonight. Let's run it. All right, let's finish this Mikey while we're here. I'm gonna move the chat down a little bit because I got it. So that was the other thing too, dude. You can go to like all the different chats. Maybe it's better to have it down here. I don't know. I don't know if this is like too small. And let me open this up over here so I can see. Because I got like a chat box window running over here. Alright, let's get this Mikey down. Alright, we're going in. Alright, time out. We need to refocus. We got Toxic Mikey. Toxic Don would have been much easier, but we're not going for easy tonight. We're making it complicated. So, like, what would, if he has a mop, if Mikey if Toxie uses a mop normally, what can we do with with Mikey that's kind of like a cleaning product? Kind of like the same thing. You know what I mean? Like what would be like a similar item? I guess he could have like 2 dusters or something like that. That would be kind of like similar that he could use as like nunchucks. I might have to make this thing bigger. Split the mop in 3 connected by 2 chains. Sponge chucks. God damn, dude. I just did a transformer last week, man. You trying to kill me over here. I want to do this tonight. You killing me, dude. That's too funny. Detergent chucks? That's kind of funny. I'm putting the chain right in the middle. I'm definitely not doing it in 3s. I feel so nothing about Toxic Avengers detergent chucks. I don't mind that though. Nothing about Toxic Avengers. Like whenever they do these like Ninja Turtle like garbage, it's like they're picking up random stuff out of the sewer. They're picking up like just nonsense, right? So like maybe one side is a duster and then one side is the mop. Like maybe it should be 2 different things in one. Because it wouldn't be like, he wouldn't be like picking up like obvious stuff. We're going full body now, so we're making everything harder for ourselves. Dude, he should have the tutu as well. Big old shell. Dude, I think there's a mop character. So, where was it? They do have this dude. And I don't know what he is. He's like pink. I don't know where, I don't know what his like story is. Maybe he should be on there. Like his nunchucks are alive. Like that'd be kind of cool. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Let's get back to this face. We're giving him the tutu. I gotta go down a little bit. But imagine you're like, Brian, I've been in these chats, dude. Feather duster for Raph if you're up for the challenge. Like 2. Let's get Mikey done. We need our like base character. So like this is what I'm thinking here. Like this is what I'm thinking like mentally about it. Is that like this is Ninja Turtles Universal Monster like kind of like mashup essentially. That's kind of what I'm kind of like leaning towards a little bit. I'm gonna make y'all a little bit smaller. That might be. Let me, dude, Mooka or somebody that's using it on tablet. Let me know if that's too small. All right. Then we gotta give him all his like funky stuff right here. It's kind of fun. I kind of like doing it at night, man. That afternoon, because dude, in the afternoons I'm running around dealing with like the chickens and stuff like that. Make nunchucks out of pink dudes' carcasses. I'm thinking pink dude's got to be one of them. Like he's got to be like whatever. He's got to be one of the nunchuck. I don't know what you call it, like ends. But like, man, you're whatever. I think NECA made Universal Monster Tmnt mashup with 90s like. Yeah, absolutely did. Dude, look up the April O'Neil. Like, it looks just like Judith Hogue. Like, it looks exactly like her. I mean, it's... The mashup itself is, like, cool, But whoever did the sculpt, and maybe they did some kind of digital thing. Whoever did the sculpt is like phenomenal. Like it's amazing. I do this with coffee. It's tea that time, so it wasn't as bad. But I'll make coffee when we're about to stream, and then I'll end up letting it sit there, and it'll taste friggin' cold coffee cold black coffee is funky. Okay, he's got to have his shell showing. Let's do this thing right here. Let's do the blade. This is a good song. Can y'all hear the music at all? Alright, this dude's gonna be the end of the... I feel like this guy's like a mop or so. I don't know. I don't know what this guy is. I don't remember from the cartoon. And when I was doing this print, I was watching the cartoon like non-stop. So, I don't even remember what his character was. Okay, sweet. Yeah, dude, if y'all know the deal, dude. If something's off, let me know. But yeah, man, I saw, for Silicone Dave, dude, I saw Brian Cage. The first time I ever saw him was fighting Luke at a Wildcat show. Forever ago. And, man, it was a great match. Like, it was awesome. And then I think he ended up at AEW, and, it's Toxic's pet. He found it. Look, man. Sometimes you just know somebody's a real one. Like, I know Muka is a real one. He's in the YouTube chat right now. I knew you were a real one. Toxic's pet that he found him in the garbage. So what is he, though? You know what I'm saying? What kind of creature is he? And when I say I'm watching it, like, I put it on in the background, like, while I'm drawing. You know what I mean? What if there were more of them? You know what I mean? What if they were like Tribbles in Star Trek? And you had like a ton of them? Ah, dude, you gotta see the print, bruh. Tag it and bag it. I did a print for this. Hold up. I'm gonna show y'all. Because it's like literally like it's 5 feet away. Hold up. Alright. My ADHD brain, it works well with bouncing around with all this stuff. So if I go to review cam again. So dude, this is the print I did for it. Somebody commissioned this, and dude, not a normally with like a commission, I'll do like a set price. So for like something like 11 by 17, like I might do like a couple $100, and then each character is, you know, an add-on. And dude, this is probably like 11 characters deep or something crazy like that. But this is what we were sending. This was gonna be our, So I had done Ninja Turtles for years, right? So I'd already been working on Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, and everything else. And so it made sense that, like, keep looking for, like, 80s properties and things that would, like, fit that same kind of vein. And, that's how this whole thing happened. My buddy, a good buddy of mine down here, he commissioned me to do this piece, and we were going to pitch this to Lloyd Kaufman, which, again, when you're dealing with, like, licensing and stuff like that, nobody cares. Like, they're really just looking at how much are you going to pay for it. Oh, dude, I'm always off topic. So we did this piece, man, and we sent it over. That we know people. He knows people at Troma, and I don't know, dude. Like they they love the image, but you know what I mean. We somebody else already had the license. So either way, cool print. Let's see if I can let's see if this is even a real thing. If this is the first time I'm doing this. If we're gonna be doing this all night. And I ain't trying to Toxie print. I kind of like the Whatnot, man, to be honest with you. I kind of like it. It's a little bit... people aren't staying as much, but I'm getting a lot more, like, passer throws. Or maybe I'm just seeing them. I might still be getting the same amount on what you call it, on Twitch and everything. I just don't see them pop in and out. I don't know. We'll just do that. And we'll see how that goes. What am I missing? Alright, that might work now. Let's see if this works. I'm still learning all this stuff. It's fun, though. Let's see. I'll drop some Wildcat comments. And, dude, you can talk about Wildcat. I mean, dude, I'd rather Luke and them get some love. With Whatnot, it's mostly buyers seeing what you're selling. You kind of, like, have to give constant reminders of what you're selling. How often do you watch it, Mooka? Rami? I mean, I can. I feel like it's like grifty. I don't know. I don't want to like constantly be talking about it. I'm adding this. Let's see. All right. So this is in there now. Toxic Crusaders print. So put it over here. I'll do it a little bit. So we got G.I. Joe number 21. I'm Ninja Turtles artist, Ghostbuster artist. Done NBA, K-Swiss, like all kinds of stuff. We already sold one of these. I will do a free remark on it if you buy one. Character of your choice. This is Tmnt 124 showcase exclusive. I did the pencils and inks, and then Steve Levine, dude, great dude. He did the he painted it. Like the actual painting of this is effing insane. It's unbelievable. This is the book I did for IDW. This is 4 issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. That was a great run, great project. I was doing this while I was doing Shredder's Revenge and like NECA box art. So this is the whole trade paperback. This isn't a comic. This is the whole trade. So this is the whole series. The whole mini-series. And then this is G.I. Joe number 21. From another showcase exclusive. So this is the first appearance of Storm Shadow. There's a reprint of the first appearance of Storm Shadow. They just came back out with this as like an anniversary issue. And then I'll slowly be building a catalog. This is Toxic Crusaders print. So if anybody's interested in that, since we're doing the Toxic Crusaders thing. And I have a Ninja Turtle print too. Maybe I should add that. It's basically this. It's the cover of this. I'll add that one last thing. I'll add that one last product. And we'll see how that does. Create quality listing. I'll tell you what, dude, I just started this afternoon, and I'm at least, like, figuring it out, like, pretty quickly. But again, like, most of it is a lot of it is, like, stuff you already know how to do. Like, OBS and stuff, I mean, I can rock and roll with that. This is fun, man. I never do stuff at night. Like, I never do stuff at night. I'm putting in a quick description right now. And I guess I can remark these too. I think I got a few in the other room. Like, I was grabbing stuff out of the closet, like trying to pick what's what. But dude, this is essentially like being at a convention in a lot of ways. So I'll take it, man. All right, now we just got to add something in. Import from inventory. And add to show. Add to show. I like this. I like a little whatnot action. All right, so that's Tmnt art print, and it says I got 17 available. That's probably, that might be a little over, honestly, but I do have, I don't know, I didn't count them. There's a bunch on the table in the other room, so we'll see. But that is the cover of this book. So it's the print of the cover of this book. And if anybody gets something tonight, like I did with my boy tagging and bagging, dude, I'd make sure they get a, just start putting prices on your artwork. They will come. Okay, I'm learning, dude, because I also don't want to be, like, too over the top with it. Like, I want to just, like, chill out and draw, too. So maybe, like, every, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like, maybe, like, every, like, 10 minutes, do the review cam thing again. And, like, show you, like, what's going on. Like, while I'm drawing. Look, dude, I might do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Backlash, so I kind of want to watch Backlash. Let's see. Let's put it on the other side. I'm going to figure out that chat at some point. Get grifty? I don't want to get grifty, bro. I'm around too many grifters. I'm seeing too much of it. I'm tired of it. I'm very much tired of it. All right, let's go back to the. That's why I'm a poor comic book artist, man, because I can't do it, dude. I don't have that in my blood. Put it on the side screen so people can know you have, and then ask questions. Put on what on the side screen? Put what on the side screen, buddy? Nah, dude, I gotta give Mooka credit. I'm gonna put it on the side screen so people can know that you have and that your products and services. Dude, they should be. Go over to Whatnot. They should be over there. I don't know if I can put it on this screen, but they're on the other screen. Let's get back to Toxie. But no, dude, I was arguing with my this is sweet. Cameron Johnson's the only other one seen doing this right now. Dude, I know him. I met him about 2-3 years ago. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Tell him I don't know if he's gonna remember me. Tell him Tim Laddie said hello. We met out in New Orleans years ago. He came down here, and to his credit, man, he's out there. We're friends on we're friends on Instagram. Tell him. I see if he remembers me. He met me in New Orleans, and we talked for a long. He's a lot younger, and he's out there hustling, man. So, I could probably learn from him. Cause, dude, he's doing a lot of exclusives. He asked a lot of good questions. Because when you're doing comics and stuff like that, dude, it is tricky. And I mean, dude, that guy's he can't be over 30. Yeah, I see a lot of his stuff, over the last, like, couple of years. And I just appreciate it, dude. He was, like, super humble, super sometimes like you'll have like, so last night the guy that told me to do this whatnot, known him for years. He taught me like in college and he did a college class and I went when I was in high school. And I'm not gonna go tell him how things are done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna tell him how to draw comic books. And so when he sat down last night, I started just asking questions. And I wanted to know stuff. I wanted to pick his brain. And I'm glad I did because it got me over here to Whatnot. And I just appreciate that when I did meet Cameron Johnson, he and he left a very good impression. He was just mega cool. He was a good kid. He's not some like goofball like Rami over here. Not some head case. I feel like this should be torn a little bit. And man, like dude, comics is, especially in 2026, it is a crazy gig. So, man, just credit to him for sticking to it as well. Tell him to come down to New Orleans again. He probably won't make any money down here, but tell him to come down again. And it was a small show. I hope he did well. Turtle Lair. Do you do anything on the Facebook? Because there's a Turtle Lair on Facebook I see every now and again. Turtle Lair, or anybody. So I'm gonna get good at this. For those who do not know, my name is Tim Laddie. I'm the artist on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. I've done the NECA box art, do a lot of G.I. Joe stuff. Been working in comics for 15 years, did a lot of Ghostbusters over the years as well. So a lot of stuff. And this is actually my first Whatnot stream. So my boy Tagging and Bagging hooked it up, came in clutch, and got this remarked. I'm going to do a custom one for him. But a remarked Tmnt SMA 124 showcase exclusive. Got a few of these. Got these. These are, like I said, this is my book, Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. Tim Laddie. Let's see. Can we get it in screen? Can we get it in there? Tim Laddie. That's me. Did this for IDW and Nickelodeon. Worked with Eric Burnham for a long time on Ghostbusters and was very blessed to work on this book. While I was doing that, I did Shredder's Revenge, did the did a bunch of NECA box art at the same time. So that was just this crazy run of Ninja Turtles for me. It was wild. And then we also have this G.I. Joe number 21 exclusive. And we have a couple prints as well. So we have the cover of this as a print, the TMNT SMA number 1 cover as a print, signed as well. And then we also have Toxic Crusaders. So this was for a pitch. A pitch to Trauma. And, dude, we wanted to do... So the game plan was to do this in this style. To do it in the same way. So that was the game plan. And that's what we're kind of doing right here. We're doing like a kind of weird like mashup kind of thing. Let me turn off. Review came off. So we're doing Mikey as the Toxic Crusader. And we just got to get the details right. So he's got this little tutu thing on. Maybe his tutu should have like the M on it, like the Mikey symbol. Dude, go roll. Bruh, your products and services with prices. If they're on the side if you're on Whatnot. Dude, for real talk, dude, appreciate you being a good one yesterday, man. Because I think I got a good girl. It's just a weird situation. So I really appreciate that, brother. Alright, we're going to put his shell at the bottom. I'm wondering if he should have, like, pants or not. I'm trying to think, like, if... Hold up, I don't know what this even is. I'm trying to think, like, if I was a Playmates designer or if I was working for Mirage, like, back in the day, would I... Like, how would I combine these two characters? Like, how would I mash them up? That's essentially what I'm trying to think and figure out right now. Lewis pants tear? Alright. I might just put him straight up in the outfit. Alright, let's get this dude. We're gonna give him a bigger eye. Hey Google, turn off coop light. I got a chicken coop outside and I got a coop light running. No, I want him to be like wide-eyed. Alright, let's see. I do feel like, I know he's supposed to be Toxie's pet or whatever now, but I do feel he's like a cleaning product of sorts. And I do like the idea that there could be more of them. Like, if there's one of these dudes, like, if whatever caused the Toxic Crusader, like, whole team or the whole crew, I feel like there could be more of this dude, like, floating around somewhere. Nunchucks Mops is crazy. Dude, I'm telling you. And look, man, I might be able to make this into a 3D printable thing. That's what I might do next. I might make it into an STL file. Because, dude, like I told you before, I did it with this. Let me go to the review cam with it. So this is, this was a random, let me see if I can find it on here. Ah, there it was, too. We just lost it. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to find the file at the same time. So, dude, this was a drawing that I did, and I turned it into an STL. How crazy! I don't know if you know anything about 3D printing or not. So this was something we did on stream. This is Pumara from Thundercats, and I just liked it. I turned it into like a T-shirt and like a design where it's like Pumara, but it has like the Puma logo. And then the other day I was like messing around with this new program and took that and turned it into an STL file and made it into like this little statue thing. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these. Like, I don't know what my game plan is currently. Let me try to get it in view. But man, does it look just like the friggin' thing, dude. Like, look at that. Look how crazy that is. Let's try to get it, like, lined up. I don't know. Pretty neat, dude. It's pretty cool. What does he have on his hands? All right. So we're just going to have like rope, not rope, but bandages wrapped around. I might go and ask Cameron Johnson now. I might ask him about this more. Because he has made a name for himself. Just by being present, man. And that was the thing when I saw my buddy last night, my buddy Derek or whatever. It was just like, dude, I know what it takes. So you know, you can have your differences with somebody, but you'll like respect. Hey man, that dude's out there doing it. He's out there struggling away at it, I guess. Just like Cameron Johnson. So, alright, let's get this mop. That hand's too small. Also, I like drawing like big hands and feet anyway, but like with a turtle, yeah, absolutely. Needs more bubbly skin. Alright. That's fair. But like, dude, like they didn't go like crazy. It's very subtle. So he has it in the head, and then it's kind of like, you're right, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little more... Alright, let's make the hand bigger first. And then this is going to connect to the mop. But, it, like, so if they were fighting or whatever, like, that would be kind of cool. Like, if, you know... If he's swinging these things around like that. I am going to do the bubbly skin. Yeah, it's spotty. What's spotty? Like this, it's like they do a lot of this stuff, but they're gonna do more. They're gonna have more design stuff on there as well. Like it'll just be it'll be lumpy. Like that's what it looks like. Because you got to figure this too, dude. They're doing this for animation, so you can't be like crazy over the top. So they probably toned it down once they got to the other body parts. I'm not going to do the whole nunchucks right now. He's starting to look like Quasimodo or something. Some variations have more lumpy, bubbly boils than others. Man, when I was doing this, when I was doing the print, let's do that whole thing real quick. So for those just joining, I am the artist on Ninja Turtles. I hope it's not repetitive. But yeah, I'm the artist for Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. I have this available, which I will sign and remark. I have a Toxic Crusaders print. Same game. We have Ninja Turtles Showcase exclusive number 124, and I will do a remark on that like this. Character of choice. And then we have G.I. Joe number 21. So, probably do like Cobra Commander or something like that on here. Because I like drawing that. I like doing a hooded Cobra Commander. He's fun. But yeah, so anyway, when I'm doing the print, dude, it's all over the place. Like all that stuff is like it's all over like left field. And Ninja Turtles is like that, but Ninja Turtles is like that. Like let's say you're looking up April O'Neil's face or something. It'll be a hot mess, like trying to find like a good reference, like a solid, like this is what April O'Neil looks like. But when you get to lesser known properties like Toxic Crusaders or something else, dude, it'll be friggin' nuts. You'll never find anything consistent. Alright, let's see. We are getting it down, though. I feel like he could have more going on in the pants. You're gonna have the knee braces. Let me see. I can't believe I'm forgetting this. Yeah. And then his pants are all like torn up, so we're gonna tear up the pants. Like I said, nothing screams damaged by like some sort of toxic chemical than torn clothing. It's like a prerequisite for if it's like Darkman or anybody, like they have to have like some kind of damage to them. Let's go back to the head, because we're about to like have this dude like pretty. Besides like the bubbly boils and all that kind of stuff, we're pretty close to having a solid looking Mikey. All right, let's get close now. Toxic. What did you call it? You had a good name for it earlier, Dave. I'm moving this down, because I feel like that's more, whatever. I feel like the mask isn't gonna morph, is what I'm thinking in my head right now. The mask isn't gonna morph, but it's gonna rip and tear or whatever. But I do want to give him, like, more gear and stuff. I want him to have, like, more stuff. Alright. Oh, man. I heard some noise in the background. I had no clue. It was freaking me the hell out. I don't know what it is now. Alright, bubbly head. We're getting there. See, I'm getting into the drawing now. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so we got the head, kinda. I feel like it could be bigger in scale. Let's see. Now y'all seeing all the tricks of the trade now. Oh man, I feel like it could almost still be a little bit. I feel like we're on like on the line. But he's also like, God, it's like subtle. We'll leave it there. Alright, we gotta do this real quick. Let's get my boy down here, the little mop dude, or the little dust. I think he looks like a duster. I know he's Toxie's pet now. But I feel like he could be a duster, since we're doing all cleaning stuff. See, what I think's about to happen with, like, AI and everything like that, this is my theory. That, like, dude, you're gonna enter into, like, this whole, like, different kind of thing where, man, people are just gonna be able to make whatever they want, and you're not gonna have to, like, deal with licensing. That's what I'm really leaning towards. And, if I ever get to the place where I want to get to, Dude, I'll sit here and just like draw this comic myself and just put it out for free. Because what are you going to do? Like, if you're Nickelodeon, what are you going to do if I just put it out there for nothing? And then it just becomes like fan work. What you think then? What do you mean? Because I'm curious about this. It could end up just being memes and trash, man. I wonder if it, like, dude, what if it came through his head? Where's the eraser? Would that even work? Like, he still has a brain, but, like, since he's, like, a tribble, like a Star Trek tribble, like, stuff can just pop through him. I like the concept of this. There's something to this. I don't know what it is, though. For example, you do a bunch of AI content but stop paying for the account. What you mean? Like, what account? Dude, it's about to get weird. I'm wondering like what the landscape's gonna be. And for those that have just joined, I am the artist on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna go nuts doing that. But so we have these for bail. I'm doing remarks of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 124 showcase exclusive, G.I. Joe number 21 showcase exclusive. I've got prints available. And I've also got the book I did for IDW and Nickelodeon, Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. And, if I can reach this without falling. If you get something right now, you will get a free t-shirt as well. So, you get a free t-shirt with any order as long as I have supplies. So this is from my comic book. My comic book, Time Kids, Night Stars. So you get this cool t-shirt with any order. Tonight. Or while supplies last. While supplies last. I got a big old, can you see behind me? I got stacks of them on the sofa back there. What's left of the inventory. So, any purchase will get you a free t-shirt. Because I can still kind of drop that in the mail, media mail. So there you go. We got trade paperback, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures this is the whole trade. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the comic I did for IDW. Written by Eric Burnham and art by myself. And I worked with Eric for years on Ghostbusters. And so this was a trade paperback. This is the first edition of trade paperback. Another one just came out. I only have one copy of that, so I'll have to order some. But there's another version, another trade paperback that just came out. I'll add eventually. And then we got the Toxic Crusaders print. Can sign and send that one out as well. And then the 2 showcase exclusive books. G.I. Joe 21, first appearance of Storm Shadow, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 124 showcase exclusive. I did the art, and then Steve Levine, literally Michelangelo, literally who they based Michelangelo off of, did the painted cover, like painted it. It was crazy. And then we also have the print for this. So the print of the cover of the book is available as well as also. And you get a free shirt. Free shirt with order. All right, back to Toxic Mikey. I'm getting better with the sale. Seems like lots of pros and cons. Seems like a quick way to lose rights. Like if you leave stuff in a storage locker. I've seen this with like stickers. Like, stickers are crazy like that. Like, dude, there's no policing any of that anymore, it seems like. Like, they'll just do, like, Star Wars stickers like it's nothing. So, who knows, man? I'm gonna finish this guy and then go watch SmackDown. I gotta do his chain, the chain link. Hold up. I have a nice, like, quick shorthand for doing, like, chains. And, and I still, like, hate doing it. I still can't stand it. I like this little playlist, though. Dude, they're mega. I thought you were gone, dude. Damn. I gotta send you this. I'm gonna send you this playlist right now before I forget. I gotta find it. Where am I at? It's called, I gotta open up Facebook to send it to you. It's called, like, Cobra Kai After Dark playlist. Dude, I had a guy. I'm trying to do, like, all kinds of stuff in different groups. Jason Johnson. I have several Motu cells that are deteriorating, but the pencil art is intact. Looking to get. Your boy wants to trade me a bunch of, like, a bunch of cell stuff. We have been getting bots coming into the group. Okay. Alright, hold up. I gotta get to Robbie real quick. Well, anyway, it's called Cobra Kai After Dark. I'm leaving my business, thing, open. My, like page. Because I'll miss all the messages. So that's why I'm not looking at, like, normal Messenger right now. No, it was good last night, dude. We went out and only had a couple beers and kept it easy. Went and got 5 guys afterwards. I was set, man. I was set and ready to go. Let's see. I still feel like this hand needs to be bigger. But I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. Dude, did you ever get a phone, Robbie, or no? I appreciate it, dude. It's a fun one. So my game plan, I don't know if you heard this part. Dude, I'm gonna get it and try to make him into an STL. I'm gonna try to make him like a vintage turtle figure that you can just download. That's gonna be my game plan. I mean, if I have time to work on the design, or maybe it's something I'll pick out on stream when I'm not working on other stuff, like that would be awesome, dude. If it was like Playmate style. Oh my god, I don't know how you doing it, dude. I'd be losing my mind. Dude, I was laughing. I thought about this last night. I was like, dude, you're really living in the 80s right now. You might as well go find a payphone. And then, dude, I feel like his shell should just be outside of the thing. And then there's his shoulder back here. Not much different, just on Well, you're at home all the time, so I guess it makes sense. I'm always like, well, no, dude, I ain't doing. Dude, you trying to kill me for random Ninja Turtle sketch. All right, I'm gonna go watch. Hi Timothy. All right, dude, I appreciate all the follows. Oh man, I got all kinds of updates. Jeez, I didn't even see all this. Dude, thank y'all for all the follows, man. I didn't even see all that while we were sitting here. I just looked at my phone. So, dude, I'm going to give it like 5 more minutes and roll out. But, let's see. Review cam. Like I said, we have these available. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. This is a trade paperback. So, I did this for IDW and Nickelodeon. I did it while I was doing Shredder's Revenge and all that stuff. So I was doing the Shredder's Revenge video game, the Cowabunga collection. I was doing NECA box art. Dude, it was just this crazy, yeah, boy. This crazy once-in-a-lifetime, like, probably run on Ninja Turtles. Like, just caught it at that 40th anniversary and was able to, man, I don't even know what to tell you, to be honest with you. It was a crazy run. And, like I said, anybody that gets anything right now, as long as I have them in stock, I will do a free t-shirt with order. Like, just fucking, I'll toss it in there. This is for my comic Night Stars. Also available on Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. Time Kids. Night Stars or Time Kids. I'm still debating the name. But you will get a free t-shirt with any order tonight. And, yeah, so this is the trade paperback for that book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. This is all 4 issues. And then we have the Tmnt SMA number 124. This was a showcase exclusive that we did with Tim Stoddard at Showcase Comics and Slidell. So both of these are. And so we did another exclusive, G.I. Joe number 21. This is a Skybound edition. And like I was telling everybody earlier, I don't even know like what the... like, I don't know how you, like, gauge this one, because, like, you rarely are going to work on the same book more than once. And you're rarely going to work on somebody else's book more than once, right? But in this bizarre place we live in, I was able to work on G.I. Joe number 21 by Larry Hama. I was able to work on it twice. So I did it years ago for IDW. We did a 40th anniversary edition. That's mine and that's mine. So a lot of artists came in and we all did a page for G.I. Joe number 21, and then it was collected. Rob Liefeld did one of the pages, stuff like that. And this is the collected. This is like the hardcover edition of it. And then years later, they were doing they reprinted Skybound when they got the G.I. Joe license. They came back out and they reprinted it again, and I got asked to do an exclusive of it. So, ended up working on it twice. Like, once for IDW, once as a Skybound exclusive. And so, I have a few of these available. Again, same thing. Get one, you get a shirt with it as well. This is G.I. Joe number 21. It was fun, dude. I believe I have stickers with them also. So, I think you get a sticker with this, too. And then, on top of that, I have 2 prints right now available. Toxic Crusader print, which was something we did as a pitch for, was trying to get the license. Not even that long ago. It wasn't even that long ago. Like 2 years, 1 year, year and a half. And then also the cover artwork for the book, the Ninja Turtle book, we have the print for that as well. And all those I'll do a little quick remark on and sign. So, I'm going to give it about till 8:50 if anybody wants to grab something. This is my first whatnot. So, did all right. Did pretty good. And so I'm going to go make a snack. And then I'm going to watch SmackDown. Because we have... I'm trying to get Robbie Musso. Robbie Musso also, go follow him. He's got a Kickstarter that's coming out called Divine Circuits. And We don't know when it's going to be out. It's a mystery, but it is becoming, as the days go by, we are getting more. It is more highly anticipated. We are all sitting here waiting for Divine Circuits to come out. We are looking for a Transformers Evangelion hybrid alternative. We are looking for like this mech epic called Divine Circuits that also has these pretty cool, they're very cool circuit queens. So, the mind of Robbie Musso come to life in Divine Circuits. So we're waiting for the Kickstarter for that. Maybe he'll do his own Whatnot channel one of these days. And dude, we might do a mashup. Let me see if I got it on my computer, dude, while we're sitting here. Because I don't know if you saw it. So, dude, I'm just gonna go till the top of the hour. I'm learning this radio gig. What y'all don't know, like y'all have no clue, and Robbie might. But like, dude, there's so much stuff that you do in comics or in any kind of like entertainment industry and stuff that it is it never sees the light of day, right? Like, so there'll be like endless pitches and endless things, and it just never, I don't know. It never turns into anything. And so Robbie and I were out last night, and we were talking about, I'm gonna have to put on my old man glasses because it's getting late. But we were talking about, at one point in time, there was a G.I. Joe Transformers, not G.I. Joe, Ghostbuster Transformers crossover. And I was working on Ghostbusters at the time, and dude, I wanted to work on that one as well, and just didn't get on it. Tom Waltz took care of me, so I can't say anything negative about him, and I would not. But who's the writer of The Last Ronin, Tom Waltz. But he was my editor on Ghostbusters and G.I. Joe and Ninja Turtles a little bit. But dude, I pitched a cover, and I was trying to get me and Robbie, who's a Hasbro designer. I wanted to draw the Ghostbusters and let him draw the, the Transformers. So, I'm trying to find the cover and see if it's on here. But dude, I'm going to have so much Ghostbuster stuff, like backlogged. Also did the Ghostbuster video game. They had a Ghostbusters video game called Ghostbusters World. Oh man, I'm going to have to dig for this. Dude, I might not have it on here. It might be on my computer. I think it's that old that I put it on my computer, because this is all like Ghostbusters Year 1 stuff. Which is like at the tail end. So dude, that was the other thing that happened too. Is that, here's some cool stuff. So, here's me and Dan Aykroyd. They did a Ghostbuster Fan Fest, like, years ago on the Sony lot. This was, like, right before COVID. So, right before Afterlife came out, they were gonna do, like, a big, Dude, it was basically gonna be, like, the year of the Ghostbusters, right? Like, everybody was, like, gearing up for it. And IDW was as well. And so Afterlife was going to come out, and then, and we were gearing up over there, you know? Like Dan and Eric and all them, they were like kind of the top dogs on Ghostbusters, and I was like Scrappy-Doo of the team. But everybody was getting ready for the new movie coming out. And dude, COVID hit, and IDW lost the license. So some of the last stuff that everybody worked on was Ghostbusters Year 1. And then after Year 1... the game plan was going to be what happened. There was going to be another series, and it was going to be what happened in between Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2. Because remember, it was 5 years later. So the last things we had were Ghostbusters Year 1. Let's see. And so this was one of my favorite covers for it. it was that classic, and I think this is an expensive book. Dude, I had like 2 Ghostbusters runs. I had 2 Ghostbuster books that did like really popular stuff, and this was one of them. Let's see if it ever friggin' opens up. It was the cover where they did the Citizen Ghost. I did like a Citizen Ghost remix, and then this was another cover I did, which was off of that classic Neil Adams Batman cover, but it's got like the 3 wavy lines, people. Dude, I think this one at one point was like $90 on eBay. So 2 times, there were 2 Ghostbuster books out of my entire run, the whole time I've worked on Ghostbusters 3-4 years, and this was one of them that just like blew up and like became an expensive variant. I don't know if it was like a 1 in 10, but yeah, at one point in time it was like $90. Let's see if I can find that Transformers one. No, I don't think so, dude. I don't think I'm gonna have it. And there's our Toxic Avenger, Mikey, that we did tonight. Our hybrid, our mashup. All right. Last go round, dude. So, if you get a comic, let me get the review cam up. So if you get anything tonight, I'm gonna add more products because I got a lot more. This is my first what you call it? Whatnot stream. But if you buy something tonight, dude, you'll get a free t-shirt. So you get this cool t-shirt. Alright, brother, thank you, man. Alright, let's go round. Ninja Turtles #1. Dude, I like Whatnot. I'm kinda enjoying this. Lord knows I can talk. Toxic Crusader print. We also have the print for Ninja Turtles #1. And Ninja Turtles 124. And G.I. Joe 21. So, I'm out of here. I'm going to watch SmackDown. But, I appreciate y'all, dude. This was my first Whatnot, and it was a lot of fun. I appreciate you and Dave hanging out there, too, Robbie. So, and definitely tagging and bagging. I'm gonna work on yours tomorrow. I'm debating what character to put on there. But I know you said you want a large shirt, so I got that on the side. And I got that ready for you. But yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate it. That was fun. I'm out of here. I'm out, you.